This is Sheeba.
And this is Shaheed.
5:45 in the morning. I've slept about an hour and a half and I feel like $1,000,000. I'm gonna get the day started. Gonna go for a shower, have my breakfast, a cup of coffee, and head to work. Moms and boys are downstairs finishing up the last of the nighttime feeds. Or is it the first of the morning feeds? I don't know. Anyways, I'm out of here.
It's a 24-hour buffet over here.
And that's why we don't sleep. I have a burst of energy somehow, so thought I'd take advantage of it. I don't know if it will last. What did you say?
It won't.
I see you decided to join the Get the Day Started Early party.
Your breakfast just smelled so good.
This day is gonna either be a smashing success or a horrible failure. Stay tuned.
Breakfast is pretty delicious, and who knew that eating it at a regular time at about like 7 in the morning would feel so good, because I haven't had breakfast before noon in a long time. Well, 3 weeks since the babies were born, because my sleep is all out of whack. I'm lying on the couch right now. It's gonna be part of my daily routine, I think, because it is so tiring. Shaheed left really early this morning, as you guys saw. And I didn't get to go back to sleep because the boys were ready to nurse soon after he left. They were also pretty fussy, which means that there was a lot of tending to, rocking, soothing, and trying to figure out what was actually bothering them. Something that's been on my mind lately has been, you know, wondering if I'm producing enough milk for them, because we have been topping up, and we never really know how much the babies want to eat, because if you give them the bottle, they're going to keep drinking, or at least they'll drink more than they actually need, or more than they actually should. And maybe that has been contributing to their spit ups and choking spells lately, because there's just too much fluid in their chest. So it's been something that's been on my mind lately. And today I think I made the decision, at least for the next couple days, to try to exclusively breastfeed, which is going to be very new and obviously very tiring, because it's going to be on demand. It's going to be for as long as the babies want to nurse. And that doesn't give me a lot of breaks in between feeding shifts, but something that I'm going to be willing to try. I've already started, and we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys updated.
So it's about time for lunch, and surprisingly, I'm not hungry, even though I ate breakfast at like 6 in the morning. And even though it's about 1 o'clock, I'm surprisingly not tired yet. I don't trust either of these things. I do think it's going to hit me, so I'm thinking of getting out ahead. I'm making my way back home, but I probably should eat, right?
We're now getting on to the 4th feed from this morning since Shaheed left. He's back home now, but he's resting. Poor guy must be so tired. But I have noticed that the boys are starting to wake up or stir a lot earlier or sooner than they did with formula. And of course that was to be expected, so it's not catching me by surprise. But it's definitely good to notice that what you think and what you know and what you see are kind of all aligning. Even if that means a little bit more work for me. So you might have heard in that last clip, another baby was crying. That of course was baby Aiden, and Grandma Debji was here to pick him up. That is the one thing that I'm not sure yet how to deal with, is what to do when both babies start fussing really close in time to each other. While you're soothing one, if the other one starts crying, I just don't know how to react yet. So it's going to take a little bit of time for us to find our routine together without anyone else, to see if it's even manageable. Tons of moms out there do it. I know they don't have the help, or can't have the help, or don't want the help for whatever reason, but we're not there yet, and it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Just like this experiment is going to be, but you know what? We're willing to take it on. What we might not be willing to take on is to give up coffee or tea. I haven't had any yet, and I think I'm going through a little bit of withdrawal because I have a huge headache.
So that didn't last very long. I'm about halfway home and I fell asleep in the car while driving. It was only for a split second, but that was pretty scary, and I've had to pull over to wake myself up. Actually, I called Sheeba and talked to her on the phone while driving to stay awake, but now I've stopped and I'm gonna eat something and maybe get some coffee because, yeah, no good, not good, I feel a lot better after having had that meal. You know, it's funny, they say that driving in a sleep-deprived state is a lot like driving drunk. I've never been drunk before, certainly haven't driven drunk before, but having driven in that state a couple minutes ago, I know that driving drunk cannot be safe. A rare sight today. Today has been quite the day.
It's been hard and tiring, but
oh, so like every other day?
also rewarding, but a little bit more crazy than days have been in the past. We've been talking a lot about building a routine with these kids, and we've finally had them on a sort of 3-hour feeding schedule, and it was going really good that I was starting to be able to pick moments of my day to do things for myself, to clean, to shower. But today I kind of wrecked it all.
Yeah, I got home and everything was just a mess.
But I did it on purpose.
So since I've been home, the guys have been feeding a lot because I guess breast milk you digest quicker. But they've also been a little fussier than I actually have seen them in their entire month of living. So that's something that's been different for us to deal with. But right now, after some major cuddle time, we've got them down and a second to ourselves. So we've got a cup of tea for Sheeba, a cup of tea for me, and a couple cookies for the both of us.
I said on a previous vlog that I was starting to be more conscious about what I eat, but when I have no sleep, all bets are off.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wean ourselves off of junk food eventually, but today is not that day. So here's the thing though about this situation. You're dipping Oreo in tea versus milk. Does it match up? Does it live up? Does it compare?
No, milk is better. But right now, I just don't care.
I feel like the boys would have said that if they could speak at some point today. Milk is better, but right now, I just don't care. What is happening to you? What is going on over here?
Oh.
Ow, ow, what?
I spilled my tea. It's burning my butt.
You're a mess.